if it's like the whole thing, like I'm talking over it the whole time. Oh, I don't have weapons. I just have my grenados. You're doing a great job, Dance. Here, I'll help. No, I won't. No, I will. Ahoy! I'm helping. I helped. Okay. B-Rad, what's up? You're all early and shit. Right where we left off. Yeah, if you can... We don't need to do, like, you know, Quincy Part 1, Quincy Part 2. Either do the whole thing, or don't do it at all. It's kind of... With the Mirelurk Queen, I would suggest doing all of the deaths up to that point, too. Like, right as I get to the ledge, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking do this shit, I'm gonna do it. And then the highlight can be the fucking half an hour or whatever of me just getting wrecked by the fucking Mirelurk Queen. I don't know if they have some sort of limit on how much you can set aside for whatever.
No time for questions now. We have to keep moving.
We don't have to keep moving. We have plenty of time for questions. But whatever you say, bitch.
Going up.
Not enough to work early tomorrow so you can stay up late. Yeah, it didn't occur to me just how far ahead I am from European people. But I did an interview with a kid, and he was literally a child. He was like 11 years old, and he was doing a you know, his like Fallout interview. That was awesome. I mean, he was just like a little kid, and he was asking me questions about like the interplay Fallouts. And he was 7 hours, or not 7 hours. He was like, yeah, 7 or 8 hours ahead of me. So it was like 4 o'clock where I was, and it was like 11:30 where he was. But,
well, that could have gone smoother.
What up, P40? How's it going, baby? Oh, see, I think we have...
I thought we did fine.
We're both alive and the transmitter's been secure.
We have high charisma, but this piece of shit...
I thought we worked well as a team.
Agreed. It's a refreshing change to work with a civilian who can follow orders properly. That being said, I believe we have 2 important matters to discuss.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
Foremost, if you'll hand me
That's all well and good, Hebrew.
I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation.
The highlights, if you put together like
Personal modification.
a handful of highlights or whatever that are not too bad, we can actually export those to YouTube and we can make those public. So they can be whatever highlights you select. I can also put them on my YouTube channel for people to be like, holy fuck, I can't believe this guy did this shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome, civilian.
I'm not going to do anything with it, but
As far as the
I figured old lady grandma Reddit would be awfully polite. You know what I mean? Like very polite.
thrown at us back there.
You know, and probably a little confused at times. Lots of questions and a lot of polite whatever.
There's no doubt in my mind that you've got what it takes. The way I see it,
Another
you've got a choice.
nano buck.
And spend the rest of your life
Not a
wandering
thousandth.
from place to
Or is
place,
it a million? It's a millionth of a dollar. That's not a very lot of dollars.
or you could join the Brotherhood of Steel.
No.
Right.
Boo, fuck you.
I don't know.
It's a big. If you decide, good luck.
I have zero interest in being a brotherhooder. I mean, maybe she, well, no. I was toying with the idea of grandma being, like, old and, like, vaguely insular and kind of racist. You know, in the way that old people are. Where they're, like, polite or whatever, but in the end, they're just gonna be like, fuck robots. Like, I can't even program my VCR. But we are building grenades and plasma mines and things, so... So, okay, we got that. Did we go... We went to Grey Garden, correct? Did we ever plant all that shit? This is a thing we really gotta work on, you know? We gotta get that mute fruit production going. Immediatamente. Yeah, don't worry about the Forged Battle stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is maybe I should... Well, yeah, maybe I should do Brotherhood of Steel with Grandma Reddit. Just because she's, like, you know, a little bit older and crazier. Oh, that's the radio beacon. Oh, we need to plant all that shit back there. Nothing says old person like midnight gardening. So, yeah, we don't have any corn planted yet, and that's a little bit of a problem. But we need, yeah, we need this shit to be on. We need it to be on, like, fleek, you know? Oh, we do have a little bit corn planted. Never mind. Okay. Now, can we harvest any of this yet, or is it still... Oh, wait, we can harvest a little bit of it.
Seems to be growing well.
Just the one? Interesting. And none of the corn, apparently.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach. Yes.
Yeah?
I just
Well-
want to trade a few things.
I don't. I don't want to trade a few things. But the game is going to fucking freak out here in a second, probably. What with me having told them I was going to trade a few things and then not.
I need to assign someone to this.
Let's see, what do we got here? Can I use the broadsider? That depends. Is the damage from a cannonball considered explosive damage, or is it considered ballistic damage?
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure thing.
No. Sometimes they actually have
Got work to do. Can't talk
the
now.
particular
I just
vegetable
want
that
to
you
trade a few
want
things.
Of course.
on them. But I certainly don't need fucking money to do what with? Buy some shit? Option for thumbnails. I can do some thumbnails, Hebrew. Just tell me what the well, you'll have to do two things. One, you'll have to tell me what the resolution is that the thumbnails need to be in a private message on here, so that I see it after we get done. We don't know if we need any more tato. We are laden with potatoes at this point. Maybe I'll take these to a different settlement, or just stick them in the thing. Yeah, tell me what. Well, first of all, you'll have to tell me what highlights you've compiled, because I'll have to do thumbnails for the YouTube channel as well. So tell me what highlights you've compiled, but also tell me what resolution they need to be, and I can make thumbnails for them. Okay. You don't have any. Oh, do have some. Oh, I just put that shit in there. What am I talking about? And my guess would be I can make some more Molotovs. See, the Molotovs. Here's the thing. A fragmentation grenade is almost certainly going to kill something in one hit. And at this point, it's the oil that's more rare than the adhesive. The baseball grenades only use one oil, which may make the baseball grenades optimal between these two. So maybe I should gather up a bunch of baseballs. Yeah. Let's make one of those just for the shits of it. Oh, wait a second, I can make one of these too. Alright. I didn't just level up, did I? That would have been weird.
Yeah.
If you could only use a total of 7 perks for the whole game, and you could only use 1 perk for each special stat,
Carla,
which would you
Back again?
choose?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Let's go ahead and
Let's see
find
what you got.
Here's what
find out. First, let me do some trash can Carla business. She should have, yeah, some grenades, cocktails. The mines, we don't really need that much. We can just use the mines that we find, but the grenades and the cocktails especially. Let's see. Circuitry, the oil would be good. Anything else in here? I guess we got 2 baseballs. You know, yeah. Okay, let's hawk some shit, and then I'll take a look take a look and see. Should be able to. I mean, I ought to scrap that stuff. That's why I have it. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely put those together. Hebrew. I think that's the same. I think that's the same resolution as the YouTube thumbnails. So you'll also have to send me your email so that I can send you. Well, I guess I can do it myself, right? Yeah. Just do the thing and title them so that I know what they're kind of looking at, and then we'll just do the thing. You know, Grandma should be addicted to at least one drug. I mean, that's how old people are, right? Now, if you were an old person, do you think you would be more interested in Mentats? I think that's probably the drug that she would find the most helpful. I mean, if I was an old person, I would probably smoke weed, but I don't think there is such a drug. It would probably be Med-X, actually, right? Med-X and Mentats. Why do I always sell the meat? I'm not very good at this, am I? I mean, it's like free fucking experience. Okay. And we may need that stealth boy at some point, so we'll hold on to it. Bourbon. Yeah, too bad you can't make mint juleps in this game, huh? Oh, I suppose we gotta take that overdue book. Oh, we don't need that anymore. What are these? I've reversed my position on folders. They weigh nothing. May as well take them, you know. Yeah. I'm wondering about the power armor thing. That doesn't matter, actually. And I guess these, 5 of these. I'll do the trick. People don't change with age. Yeah, but I mean, like, if you were an old woman in, like, a legit, you know, a legit society, and then you came to Fallout, that'd be a different story, right? Okay, so she has the left and right legs already covered. We probably used all the adhesive already. Eventually, I mean, right now it's kind of okay to have like weak armor a bit. And we'll swap it out later. But I think we did just get enough oil that we could make a couple more of these. I guess she didn't use all of her adhesive yet. Maybe we should trick her fucking armor out. I think we had this discussion before where I said to myself, you know, we kind of need it so that it almost makes more sense to wait till Armor 2 for a lot of this stuff, though. For her, I definitely want the dense stuff. But ballistic fiber is kind of hard to come by. But I mean, if I can do studded leather, I'll do studded leather. You know? That's polished metal, we may as well wait on that. Okay, so we can go up to buttress. And that's also polished metal, so we may as well wait on it. Let's see, that's lightweight, that's strengthened. That doesn't matter. The padded would be okay too, but we also need ballistic fiber for that. Yeah, the armor caravan guy is... he's like the merchant in this game, like the elite fucking highly taken care of merchant, where all of his fucking products are worth $1 million goddamn dollars. And he also sells the ballistic fiber. The thing that makes that guy special, in my book, is the mantis stuff that gives, like, a level of component. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, ballistic fibers. Okay, so what were we doing? That's the return to Cambridge Police Station for this thing. We don't need to do that. I went to Grey Garden, but I didn't take the quest. I mean, I was kind of just like, shit, we need to get to the max amount of resources
I've fallen
here.
and I can't get up.
So, I guess we also had all that adhesive. We're about to the point where we could go. We may as well go do that. Yeah, we can crank out a bunch of these. That's quite a lot of grenades. We're going to get a ton of experience from making grenades. So what are we looking at here? Oh, I didn't scrap these. What is she wearing? She's wearing the military fatigues, that's right. She has 1 baseball grenade, 13 fragmentation grenades, and 9 cocktails. 1 mine, 1 baseball grenade. That's a pretty fair amount of stuff. Let's see if we can get the Minutemen out of Dodge. That's a lot of people that we can assign to food early on in the game. And hopefully we haven't dicked around for so long that all the raiders have respawned. Well, so that's why we're going to fast travel to Concord instead. Hey, Forsaken Dirge, welcome. Hello, Reed Baron. The hot sauce pizza was fucking brutal. Well, actually, the first bite was the hardest bite. We were, like, fucking huffing and puffing, and, like, Forrest, his nose was, like, immediately filled with the hot sauciness of it, and he couldn't breathe. Eventually, though, after you kind of got used to the hot sauce, it was not that bad. I actually had another piece of it. And I still have some leftovers. I guess I could heat some of it up for latecomers tomorrow. Or tonight, I mean. If I get all hungry-mungry. It looks like they're all still dead. And there's even this guy all the way back here. So I wonder... what did you find? Please let it be some piece of shit weapon. Oh no, it's this toolbox right here. Well, we did find one of the things that I wanted, so good on ya. I'm just wondering about this death claw, if it's going to be possible for me to kill it. It will be funny if I can do essentially the same setup as the fridge and just stand up on top of the building, but instead of jumping on the death claw over and over again, because Grandma's not supposed to use the power armor at all. Instead, I'll just stand up there. Alright, let's quick save right here, because I don't want to fuck these grenades up, but I'm gonna hit this guy right in the fucking face with this thing. Wait for him to get all reloaded. I didn't even kill him? Oh, shit. We may end up needing to do those. Let's use the mine for a situation where I'm like, oh, fuck, this guy is totally right on my ass. This thing, at least I should be able to fucking kill him. Yeah, that might be a good idea, B-Rad. But I mean, basically what happens is it eventually kind of just like paces around and doesn't know what to do. Somewhere around here is a... Where is the guy that's usually like right here? Oh, she's right there. Well, I don't have the pickpocket perk. Not that. Oh yeah. You got exploded, lady. The more of these guys that have Molotov cocktails, at least, the better, you know. Grandma just kind of started, but she's level 12. Oh, I forgot I was going to answer that question about which perks would I choose from each tree. Okay, so are we talking about like perks that we could get at the beginning of the game or perks that we could get eventually? Because, you know, the game is going to have at most, you know, like 5 or you know, level 4 or 5. That'll be like the best that we could do for a lot of these. Like Grandma's a pretty generally evened out character.
Got it.
And she couldn't get to level 10 on any of this stuff. Let's take a look, see. So these are all of, like, she has, I guess she has a 1 perception bobblehead, right? Or no, she hasn't gotten it yet because we're in that museum right now. So this is like, you know, at most you'd have like 3 to 4 right at the beginning of the game. Out of luck, if I could choose a perk, the perfect luck perk is Idiot Savant, no matter how high your intelligence is. But if I was going to do a character that had 1 from each tree, Idiot Savant would be this one. In Agility, I would probably do... I mean, you could do Sneak from Agility and Rifleman and do like a ton of sniper bullshit. You wouldn't get the benefit of Mr. Sandman, but that's what happens there. If I had to choose one out of here, depending on if my rifle was an energy weapon or not, I would either do Science or just Hacker. And I guess because you're going to want to do Hacker because if you take Rifleman, you won't have Locksmith. And then out of Charisma, the best perk is probably Local Leader because the supply lines make things so fucking much easier. But Lone Wanderer would be a good one from here too. Maybe let's say, for the sake of it being our smaller perk, let's do Lone Wanderer. From Endurance, Aqua Boy / Aqua Girl is really good. In the mid-range, that's level 5. And we have this one covered. And we actually, based on the way that I just designed this character, we fucked ourselves out of upgrades. Gun Nut. Well, I said Science for the energy weapons, but I don't see how that could work. I don't know, from Strength. It really just depends. It may be better to design this character melee-based. Because what's going to happen is if you only have 1 from each tree, you're going to have a lot left over. And those will have
fallen
to be,
and I can't get up.
those will have to be dumped into here somewhere. So, at any rate. Rooted, Pickpocket, Elemental, Skeleton, Animal, Friend, Science, Sneak, Idiot. That's not a bad lineup. Yeah, we need to actually, well, I guess it'll still ways off, but we are going to need confirmation at some point to see if the broadsider constitutes an explosive weapon, because if it does, if it does, because you can get cannonballs for days. You can't necessarily get, you can't necessarily get missiles for days, and you certainly can't get mini nukes for days. This guy's almost dead from the fucking Molotov. I wonder if I could throw a Molotov that would hit both of these guys. Let's do that. I need to actually favorite these. Let's have this one. That one's Molotov. This one will be frag. And this one. Oop. This one will be baseball. And then we can have this one be frag mines. Okay. So 1 is Molotov, right? And we covered that. Molotov, frag, baseball grenade. Okay. So if I hit 1, alt up. I think maybe if I hit it right here, that might be enough to do the job. They're kind of spread out a little bit. Let's see if I can get this guy to go back to his original position. Just watch the chat. What's next on YouTube? Well, we need to do those highlights. It sounds like we can transfer those straight across. So we'll do the highlights from the Tunnel Snakes build. What I had intended to do was a video series where I would explain what each perk does and how it affects things like weapon damage, sneak chance, how your stats play into it, all that stuff for every single perk.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Okay, yeah, if the broadsider only gets damage reduced from heavy gunner, then it's not an explosive weapon. It's considered a ballistic weapon. Let's just try this. I think I got them both. Yeah, I did. That Molotov has a lot more explosive than it has fire, clearly. So let's stick with the Molotovs for now, because I think they're, well... Nah, let's have some fun with it. Let's do a baseball grenade on these next two guys. Yeah, those I mean, it would basically be me breaking down what's in the Wikia. You know, explaining what the perks do, how they're, you know, what the formula is. Like, that's pretty much the nice thing about the Wiki is you can say to yourself, okay, what do I need more? Do I need to point into strength? Or do I need to point into Iron Fist? Because I only have 1 strength and I want to do an unarmed build with 1 strength or whatever. You would find out, or I guess, I don't know, you would find out pretty early on that it always makes more sense to take the weapon perk than to boost the weapon stat. And there is only 1 weapon stat, and that's strength. You don't benefit from having high perception in doing explosive damage. I don't think. We're going to test it right here. I'm going to quick save right here. I'm going to try to do a little bit of a fucking sneak attack here.
Like we're supposed to.
No. I wanted to fucking get both of those dudes. Let's see if I can get
Let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason.
let's see if I can do a trick shot here.
Such a fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
There we go. That's some shit you can only do with explosive weapons. Bounce it off this thing, put it in here. There's all these little containers in here that blow up. Lay these fucking frat boys out. That's some good shit. I should write that down. I don't know what time we're at. Somebody tell me what time we're at. Let's do a list of... Let's do a list of all the fucking Grandma Reddit trick shots. I'm just gonna put Museum of Freedom. And then if you guys would happen to know what time that happened at, based on what's on the stream, that'd be cool to know. Let's see, we cleared out all of this bullshit. Alright, we're good. Now we can do one more trick shot, I think, with these frag grenades here.
I'm coming in there, and we're gonna skin every last one of you.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other
Wait for it.
You hear that? I gotta go take a little walk. I'll be back, and you'll be dead.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, I know I only got the one guy, but him opening the door at exactly the moment that the grenade went off is some pro shit right there. Looks like 34 minutes is the number. That's the benefit of knowing exactly what happens in this game. Preston, don't presume to order me around. By the way, did you guys know, have you noticed that what you set your HUD to, or the Pip-Boy color to, is the color of your flashlight? If you set it to white, it's like a perfectly white flashlight. If you keep it normal, it's like a sharp, sharp green. Ooh, Crystal Decanta. There's another cap stash in here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay.